I've traveled to over 20 countries, and whenever someone asks me what luggage to get, this is what I tell them. Okay, first off, get something that has 4 wheels. This just makes it so much easier to like maneuver around, flip it around, do all the things, get around the airport, get around those streets in Italy, so much easier. Number 2, get something that is really, really lightweight. The lighter your suitcase, the more stuff you can put in your suitcase before you go over that weight limit and just end up costing yourself more money. And it's just, again, easier to move around, easier to maneuver, all the things. And so you can shove all the goodies from your trip inside of it. Following up on that, get something that is expandable. When you have something that is expandable, for some reason, when you pack for a trip versus coming home from a trip, you don't pack it as nicely. So having something that is expandable for that reason, but also you end up buying things on your trip and shoving more stuff in. So if you've got that little bit of extra room and extra give, it just makes your life so much easier. Number 4, get something that is hard shelled. A lot of people have fluids that leak out of their suitcase or do whatever, and if yours is not waterproof or hard shelled, it can like leak into your suitcase, and trust me, you don't want that. It's so gross, it's so disgusting, and getting a hard shelled one will just alleviate that from ever happening to you. Next, if you are a carry-on queen, get a carry-on that is the max size you can get. A lot of times I see people taking on these like really small carry-ons, and or they're like, how do you travel with just a carry-on? I get the biggest one that I can for the majority of airlines. I've only ever run into a problem on like little tiny hopper flights between like Greek islands or things like that where they don't have, it's not as big of an airplane. But other than that, I've never come into a problem, and I only travel with a carry-on. Next is color. You guys, if you get a light color, just be prepared that it's gonna get really, really scuffed up and damaged. The darker you go, the less it shows. But just keep in mind that a lot of people have black luggage. So if you're going to have a black suitcase, just make sure you get a really distinctive tag or like put some type of feature on it where you know that's your suitcase. Gray hides it a little bit more, or like a medium color, but try to stick away from the really light colors because this got destroyed within like 3 uses. Lastly, get a suitcase that is just really, really versatile and has all the features. It will make a world of difference when you are traveling. This one has so many different compartments to start with. These have openings. This opens up into, and it's got laundry bags that can go in. It's got this that you can remove if you don't want it, but it just makes your life a lot easier to have a bunch of different compartments.